Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Wednesday, April the 3rd. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me? This is the email address. Do not use this for the trading room link. Use the link you're getting in this email, all right, for the new trading room. I open the room 9 o'clock Eastern time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic at about 9:05. Go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. All right, well, interesting day. I'm going to take a look at GameStop. This released earnings today, and this was one I really wanted to short. And you can see, actually, I did short it in the pre-market, and I shorted it once the market opened. And I basically got knocked out a little bit in the pre-market, and then a little bit more in the once the market opened. Actually, I think I shorted it in the pre-market again, and then once the market opened, it moved up. So it didn't work. I would still do it again because I looked at this daily chart, and you look at the daily, and it just is massive breakdown, hardly any support whatsoever. So I would do it again. It just didn't work. But I think the bottom line is, though, taking small manageable losses is the name of the game. The same thing I did with this OESX. And this was very, very whippy. Got into this one here, bought it here, and sold it here. So it took a little loss. Very happy because look what it did. I mean, it went all the way down to 108. I was in that one, I think, at 124. And so for a small one like this, it would not want to lose 20 odd cents. And I think it turned out to be like a 3-cent loss. Then it went up, but then it went down. So this, to me, is very difficult to trade. However, Zion saved the day for me. In fact, and I don't know why the buy and sell is not showing up here, but I got into I got into Zion at 703. This is actually one that I was watching in the pre-market. You have to look at the daily to understand why. Probably should have a daily chart always up. So you see what it did yesterday. There's the 200-day moving average right there. So it popped through it. And so when I was doing my pre-market work, I was watching it to see what sort of action there was. And if you look on the weekly chart, you can see that it has room up to this area here, 858. All right. So I thought, okay, if it can maintain 7, I would really get interested in it. So back to the 15-minute. So this is what it did in the pre-market, modest. And then it started to drop, and then it started to move again. And then on this candle here got me excited again because I think, can't quite tell, I think that might be the top, that on that candle there might be a topping tail up there. So it was starting to take out the pre-market highs. And so if you know my style of trading, you know I love to take out stocks just over the whole number. I was able to put a nice tight stop on this. I got in at 703. I sold some at 725 very quickly, and then I sold some at 745. Pretty happy with myself as it moved all the way back down. And then look what it did. It's popping all the way back up. Again, there's probably some resistance. The weekly chart again, probably some resistance right around here. So it's getting a little bit close. But, if it takes that out also, then it really has some more room to run. So anyway, a lot of people were in that with me. IOVA. Yeah, IOVA is one that is interesting. I'm not in this one. The 200-day moving average is 1130. I was looking to get in just before I was going to do this video, but I didn't want to take this while I was doing the video. So, but this has room. I mean, up to this area here, and then definitely that area. But the star of the day from Holly was certainly SRNE. Whoops. If I typed it in, it would come in. SRNE. And the alert. Let me just click on the alert. Always helps to have the symbol linking. There we go. So now I'm going to click on the alert from Holly. And there you are. There's where the alert happened at 386. Look what happened afterwards. Unfortunately, I missed this one. I think I was wrapped up in the I think it was kind of wrapped up in that 08, the OESX. And unfortunately, I missed this one. And my goodness, I mean, 386 all the way up to 458. That's a tremendous percentage move. It's still up for 15%. You know, it's had the pullbacks and bottoming tails, and now it looks like it's trying to move back. But that was just by far the best alert from Holly all day long. Let's take a look at it on the daily chart just to see what it, yeah, and again, you can see that it has room to this 482 area. So it could, you know, it could still, you know, challenge that area. And if it gets through that, I mean, geez, we've still got more room. So SRNE, definitely a great one. Of course, everybody was all excited about this one. I did not get into this one, unfortunately. Saw this in the pre-market. And a lot of, when I say, and a lot of it is because I just can't chase these. I mean, I won't chase them. This is such a low, this is a low float, $500,000 in the float. Maybe an argument to be made around this area. And look what happened once the market, once that opened. And I mean, this started, you know, in the pre-market at 488 and it hits 1619, unbelievable. And Martin in the room, of course, is our sort of our small cap guru, and he was all over this one, as well as a lot of other people in the room. But and they did have some news, some I think it's like $36 million contract over 3 years, something like that. I think that those are the guys. So they did have some news. Now, did that news merit a move like this? Possibly not. It's also not shortable at Interactive Brokers anyway. So, you know, certainly, and Interactive Brokers generally has a lot of shorts available for a lot of issues. So it's possible there are not a lot of shorts available at most brokers. So you're not getting any downward pressure from people shorting it. So that's what you can look for also. Stocks that, especially, I mean, that's a good gauge. If your broker doesn't have shorts available for many stocks, and that's not a good enough gauge. But somebody like Interactive Brokers, which typically has shorts available for a lot of stocks, if they don't have stocks available, there's a good chance that there's not that many available worldwide. So that is something to consider, because again, if you have shorts and you get people piling in, selling it, trying to drive it down. Anyway, this was quite a star. And if you look on the daily chart, let's see what it has. Yeah, better take a look at the weekly chart. Yeah, so it has right to this area here. That's why, in fact, we were talking about it in the room. Right to this area here. This is kind of, it did pop above it, but this is the area it has to get through, you know, if it's going to continue to run. Now, if it does do that, I mean, it still has, man, it still has $7 left in it. So this has to be one to watch tomorrow, especially if it closes well. You know, if it pulls all the way back here, I mean, you can still watch it. But if this closes well, you know, somewhere near the high of the day, you're going to get a lot of people interested in this overnight to watch it first thing in the morning. And if it has any sort of a pop, because it does have some room still. So definitely one to watch for tomorrow. So that's about it. I want to get back into the room, bring back my capture program. So any questions for me, you can use this email address. Again, the link to get into the new trading room, PTR, Pro Trading Room, is in the email you're getting. I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye.